Mr. Speaker, members, last session when this issue first really hit this body, the conversation was about surgeries. And I don't think you'll find a member on this floor who thinks it is a good idea to do genital surgeries on youth under the age of 18. We do not have a disagreement there. So what my amendment does is take this conversation back to what members of this floor were asking for last session and limit the bill to just affecting surgeries. Members, gender dysphoria is recognized as a serious medical condition and by every major medical association in our country. Yet this bill seeks to deprive transgender Texans of evidence-based, age-appropriate, medically necessary health care. My amendment would narrow this bill so that doctors, in concert with a team that, yes, always includes mental health care providers, could still prescribe puberty blockers and hormones. I want to note, especially with puberty blockers, members, there's been a lot of conversation today about whether or not puberty blockers should be used in ways that are quote-unquote off-label, i.e. in a different way than how the FDA has specifically approved the drug. The most common drug is Lupron, and members, Lupron gets prescribed right now for kids who are anticipated to not add up to the height their parents hope they will. That is off-label, that is not FDA approved. If this legislation was really about trying to protect Texas kids from terrible medically unnecessary side effects of Lupron, why are we only banning it for transgender youth? We are not. We are also banning other off-label uses that happen right now for people who want their kids to be taller and for people whose kids compete in sports where it's considered an advantage for them not to go into puberty sooner rather than later. So my bill would allow that treatment to continue for youth, just those prescription medications. My amendment fixes this bill so it is no longer unconstitutionally discriminating against transgender youth. And remember, these medications have been prescribed for decades for a variety of medical diagnoses. And while there are side effects, they are side effects that are on par with over-the-counter medications that we have all given our children over the course of their lives. So members, I urge you to support this amendment so that we can allow these medication treatments to continue while only banning surgeries, which again is where this conversation started 2 years ago. So members, I move adoption.